Hi, I haven't made any videos in a little while, so I wanted to augment my YouTube channel with some new videos and kind of get into some conjectures and ideas of what will happen in the rest of 2016. One of these has to do with the economic collapse, and there is a lot of chatter on the internet about this. It just goes on, and many authors are puzzled what to think. Will we have hyperinflation? Will we have deflation that's going on? I think that we'll have hyperinflation in selective classes of assets like gold, silver, and once the population of investors lose confidence in the bonds, we'll have a crash in there, and then everybody will pile into gold and silver and Bitcoin, and basically we'll have selective hyperinflation in anything that is considered a safe haven or an asset, and we'll have a massive deflation because there is a lot of overcapacity in China and other countries, and even here a lot of buildings that are empty, and they'll have to sell at some day in the market price, and that would be a very sad day. So my prediction is that we'll have selective hyperinflation plus massive deflation in anything else that people buy or use. Anything that's not considered investment, the price is going to just collapse because there is just a massive supply in all and um massive overproduction and capacity in China, in all kinds of Asian countries, and a lot of buildings and real estate that's empty, and that goes how the inflation will play out. Plus, there will be a point where the Fed will throw its hands out and let the markets decide the interest rate and the price of stocks. You cannot control the markets. Capitalism is bigger than the Fed. At some point, the Fed is gonna get swamped. Uh, that's the economic predictions. As far as that goes, um, as far as the elections is concerned, I think that Trump is going to get assassinated, and that will lead to domestic warfare between different groups of people, and that would be the beginning of the political disintegration of the United States, with some states like Texas and Utah just taken off because they cannot live by the U.S. law, and then there will be martial law, and Obama will cancel the election. I think this election it will never happen. But if it were to happen, I would not vote for Trump or Clinton. I would vote for Johnson or Miss Jill Stein. Uh, I just will not vote for people I do not like, candidates I do not like. I don't care what will happen. If the election is held or not held, I will not be a party to a circus show. So that goes, and I think that the reset in the markets and will be good for us. There are many institutions and organizations that they're like zombie entities, and they're being kept alive, and they don't serve any purpose. Just like somebody who's been in coma for 20 years. At some point, the doctors will get tired and pull the plug. it's okay. In Islamic mythology, death is an angel too, and when it comes, it's a blessing for things that are rotten and they need to be folded and buried. So that's as far as I would want to go with those predictions for 2016. I will have a video for predictions on far future. Anything that's manufactured, anything that a machine or a human can put together, the prices and the availability is just going to collapse, and the availability is going to be just massive. I mean, we have deflationary forces that are extremely strong coming from China and Asian countries, and also coming from technological advances in AI and automated production and software. Uh, I worked as a taxi driver for many years, and I don't know if I can keep that job. Maybe a little while longer, but just self-driving cars are coming around. Uber is here, and all of these developments, they are just forces that are beyond me, and I cannot continue that lifestyle because these developments, they can just totally overwhelm me in price and performance. I cannot compete with machines. I cannot compete with software. I'm only human. I'm very limited, and that's something that I'm not ashamed of. And I'm sure at some point they'll hire humans to be company or security guard in these self-driving cars, and we'll get some kind of salary. But politically, there's going to be a lot of violence, but I am afraid of disclosing some of these hints and psychic experiences. They're just too much. They're just, if I sat here and told you some of this stuff, I'll have a knock on my door. I can't do it. But I've gone through some conclusions in 2016 psychic predictions. I should kind of review those. The question is, can human beings adapt to such rapid technological and social changes? Are we able to do it? Because we are creatures of habit, and we have an image of how life should be here in our environment. And when things change rapidly, we are unable to adapt, and we'll be like a stranger in a new world. I've seen some statues of Indians that were around after the whites, after the Europeans totally conquered North America. And when you look at this Indian, you see that he just doesn't belong to the environment that he's in, as if like he's in complete shock of how everything has changed. My question would be, wouldn't we be in a total shock of this new world dominated by machines and self-driving cars and artificial intelligence and automated production systems and nanotechnology? Wouldn't we be like those Indians, as just totally flabbergasted and totally in shock, and just I don't know what to do with this. Anyhow, I will have a video on future developments, for future cycle predictions. Thank you very much for being my video channel.